Hello everyone, I'm UniFC and this is Blue Lines TV, and today this video is sponsored to you by OneFootball. Hello everyone, I'm UniFC and this is Blue Lines TV, and today's video is brought to you by OneFootball. And today OneFootball are doing something special. From the 28th of August to the beginning of October, OneFootball are offering a UEFA Champions League experience for you and 2 of your friends. This includes flights, accommodation and match tickets to a group game of your choice. This offer is only available to subscribers from the UK, Spain, Italy, Germany and France. To have a chance of entering in this UEFA Champions League experience, you need to do 3 things. 1. Sign up in the app with email. 2. Agree to terms and conditions. Then 3. Sign up. You guys definitely don't want to miss out on this offer. Go to the description to this video and click on the link to the OneFootball app. And once you guys have done all of that, I want to know in the comment section below, what game do you guys want to go to? And in another Transfer Daily video for today, there's a ton of things to talk about. I'm going to be talking about Mahrez, Barkley, Drinkwater, Llorente, and a lot of departures from the club. But to go to the main story, Riyad Mahrez. Now, I need to let you guys know, at the beginning of the day, I was given some information by my reliable French source that yes, the club had been making a bid for Mahrez. Of course, you guys have seen the last 2 Transfer Daily videos. I've told you about the bids being made, and the hold up was the transfer fee, obviously with MARINA and Leicester wanting £50 million. Now, there's been a lot of things happening during the day. Now, of course, we know he was in Paris, and allegedly he was going to Barcelona until reports came that actually never happened at all, and Barca weren't in the running to sign him. And yes, basically it's a mystery where Mahrez is at this moment in time, but it's either 2 things. He's going to go to a club or he's going to return to Leicester. But he left Algeria for a reason, because he's trying to get a move away, and the Leicester board are allowing it as long as a club paid the correct fee. Now, here's a little bit of an issue now, because again, as I said in the previous 2 Transfer Daily videos, MARINA is the hold up, because she's of the feeling that Mahrez is costing a bit too much and he shouldn't be anywhere near that amount. And it's really becoming difficult now. Now, from what I've been told, it looks like the attention potentially could be turning to Danny Drinkwater. Why? Because it looks like Leicester are about to finalise the move for Adrien Silva from Sporting Lisbon. At the time, during the day, Leicester weren't going to sell Drinkwater because they couldn't replace him. They were happy to sell Mahrez because they had options to play. You know, for example, Andre Gray, he could have been given a chance to play, but Drinkwater wasn't. But now, because Silva's coming, it looks like they're going to finalise it, and all Chelsea have to do is pay the money that Leicester want for Drinkwater to become a Chelsea player. So it's a bit disappointing. So reports are still coming out whether Leicester are going to sell both or they're only going to sell one player. I feel that if we just pay the money, we can bring in Mahrez, and I think we need to bring him in because he will actually be an upgrade to the team. I know that 4th midfield choice is a priority, but think about it, 4th midfield choice option. Imagine that's a priority for the team, and we can have a Riyad Mahrez coming in, being an upgrade. That front 3 with Mahrez, Hazard, Morata up front, I think that could give us a very massive chance. I'm confident we could win the league with that front 3 because they complement each other a lot, and would take the team to new attacking heights. So honestly, it's becoming a pickle, and it looks like if this Mahrez deal doesn't go through, it's going to be because of MARINA not paying the money that we should be. Now, at the same time, I felt that a lot of people have been harsh towards her, but I'm starting to change my tune a tiny bit more, because I'm of the belief that if certain players like Sandro and Mahrez, you're trying to penny pinch with them, there's something wrong with that. And really, she is like the female version of Daniel Levy. And it's funny that, you know, the season that Levy's trying to spend a bit more money is a season that we're regressing in that regard. So I am really baffled, I'm really confused. And if anything, you guys, there is still slight hope, because there isn't much information coming out, because we don't know where Mahrez is, so anything could happen. So you guys have to cross our fingers and pray that we do bring in a player, because we are going to be bringing in 3 players tonight. That's 3. And I'm not going to lie, I still feel a bit optimistic and confident that Mahrez is going to be that 3rd choice player, because it makes sense. Think about who are we really going to target now? With negotiating with Leicester, it makes sense to negotiate for 2 players, not just 1. So if anything, I think that Mahrez is still the possibility, and we just got to pray for things to happen. Now, moving on to other Transfer Daily news, Barkley has come out saying he doesn't want to join Chelsea. Big deal. Didn't want him here anyway, but of course it makes sense. Obviously, if he's coming, he's not going to be getting into the first team, and Barkley doesn't want to leave Everton to then stay on the bench or sometimes not get into the squad at all for match days. So it looks like he doesn't want to join us, which is completely fine. Looks like Tottenham are going to be trying to make a move to bring him in. And if anything, that's the end of that saga. I had a feeling he was never going to come to Chelsea anyway. I know that Emanala was looking at him, but again, realistically, he can only get game time playing in midfield, and he isn't a midfielder. And it's like, you know, imagine if we gave Ross Barkley the opportunity to play in midfield, and we had Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who's doing the same thing at Crystal Palace now. But to be honest, it's Chelsea, and I wouldn't be surprised if something like this happened. Now, moving on to Llorente, and yes, it looks like Spurs had an 11th hour bid early during the day, and he's actually signed for Spurs. There's a photo of him now in a Spurs kit. And if anything, this was a signing that Conte wanted, because of course, tactically, he could have used him in certain situations. But the main reason why Llorente didn't come to Chelsea is because Michy Batshuayi didn't leave. And Llorente's thinking he's getting older. You know, he doesn't want to be the third choice option at the club. He doesn't want to rely on that, because, you know, under Conte, there's not going to be many times where, you know, there'll be 2 strikers playing up front, or even 3. So there's going to be limited game time. And Llorente's of the belief that if he goes to Spurs, he'll be back up to Harry Kane, because Spurs have no one as backup. He'd get way more game time. And he's at a team where, you know, they're competing and they're trying to do things. So it made sense for him to go to Tottenham. I know people will blame Chelsea, but at the same time, this all came down to not being able to move Michy Batshuayi on loan. And of course, players, you know, they're still in control of their destinations. They're still in control of their destiny. Just because you bid money for them doesn't mean the player has no saying power. I mean, case in point today, Thomas Lemar turning down Arsenal, even though a bid was accepted. So this is the reality of things. So we just got to understand that in the back of our minds whenever we look at stories like this. Of course, Zappacosta, you guys, to hear all the thoughts on Zappacosta, thank you to Italian Football TV for coming on earlier. Of course, definitely stay tuned for that. Watch that. If you want to know what Zappacosta's about, what type of player he is, we covered everything. He's going to be one of the Chelsea players coming in today. £23 million fees being agreed. He's completing his medical at this moment in time. The announcement will be coming near midnight. So that's all there is to talk about that. So definitely watch the other video that I just put out a few hours ago there. Now, talking about potential departures. Now, of course, it looked like Kennedy at one point was going to leave, but it looks like Conte is going to keep him at the club, which is pretty unfortunate for Kennedy. And this is what happens when you're a young player, because you are just seen as more squad, not even squad rotation, squad, you know, just filling up a place in the squad. Unfortunately, this guy could have been going to Newcastle, where he could get his first consistent, you know, year playing football the whole year. He's never done that in Brazil or when he was on loan at Watford, and he had injuries last year. So I feel very sorry for the kid that he isn't. So I feel very sorry for the kid that he hasn't been allowed to leave and actually progress in his career. And honestly, I don't think it's right morally. You're going to be hearing my thoughts about some of these things later during the week, so definitely stay tuned to Blue Lines TV to hear that. Moving on to another departure, Jake Clark sort of looks like he's going to be joining Birmingham City on loan. Of course, the rules are completely different in the Championship. You're allowed to have 4 players from the same club joining you on loan, but I'm not too sure in terms of how many long-term loan spells are you allowed to have, because I know it gets to a point where you're only allowed to have them for a few months, but I think Birmingham are completely within that. And it looks like they're going to bring in Jake Clark, and it looks like they're starting to build a bit of their team. So I'm hoping Jeremy Berger is going to perform very well there, because it looks like Birmingham City could be one of the favourites of promotion for this season. Another departure, Tomori. It looks like he's going to be joining Hull City, like I said. The reason why he hasn't joined them already is because, of course, the club are keeping these guys here kind of against their will, because they want to bring in players first before they let them go on loan. Morally, do I think that's right? As I said, hear my thoughts later on during the week. I'll be releasing a video on that. Now, to end the video talking about 2 more departures, Christian Cuevas, the Chilean international left-sided player that we did sign, has joined FC Twente permanently. Now, there was confusion at the beginning whether it was a loan spell for the season, but it's been a permanent transfer, and if anything, it'll be interesting to see what he does. But now he's playing for a better team, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with him. And to talk about the final departure, yes, Louis Gremy has joined Las Palmas on a 2-year loan deal, and again, good luck to him. Very unfortunate with his injuries, and you guys, this is the cruel thing and the cruel nature about football. If you get certain injuries and they're consistent and persistent, sometimes it just takes away from you as a player, and it's unfortunate. You know, we can't forget the season he had when he was Diego Costa's backup. Whenever he came on, you knew that he could get a goal, and most times he did, and he was very good. Unfortunately, a lot of injuries kicked in after that, and he's never been able to regain that self of you know, belief and the ability. And of course, the age he's at now, it's a shame, but of course, good luck to Luke Remy. He helped us in our title winning campaign, and of course, we got to appreciate that fact. But anyway, you guys, that's going to end another Transfer Daily video for today. There's going to be another one later on, probably around 12 or 1 AM, so definitely stay tuned for that. It's been a hectic day today. Hopefully by then, I'll know who the players are going to be, and this should be a massive Transfer Daily video. But anyway, you guys, you know what, it'd really help if you guys would really support me by downloading the OneFootball app. If you go to the link in the description below and click on the link, it will take you directly to where you can download the app. It really helps a lot because my dream is to make this a full-time thing, and surprisingly, I'm not too far off. So if you guys could help me out like this, it would be amazing. It would mean a lot. Anyway, you guys, thank you for watching today's video. I'm Nini FC. This is Blue Lines TV, and I'll see you guys later on tonight for another video.